Aquarius, Aquas. What's going on? What I'm picking up, well, your first card is the Nine of Cups, right? And it looks like it's, well, not looks like, it is a knight who is heading towards someone with a cup. It could represent you heading towards someone or something with a cup, or someone else coming to you with a cup, right? At first, what I was thinking of is kind of like maybe it's a friendship, like just purely platonic friendship. You're wanting to be someone's friend, or you're wanting to be in someone's life, or you're just wanting to acquaint yourself with a certain individual. You being an air sign, the water bearer, you kind of, you're very borderline a water sign yourself, but you don't live in your emotions. You just have a very, very strong ability to classify exactly what it is. Now, it is with the Nine of Pentacles down here. You're kind of hesitant because that's not really your thing. It's almost kind of like if you want, let's just say, you know, like a perfect example, an Aquarius wants to be a friend with a Pisces, or a Pisces wants to be friends with an Aquarius, right? But you see that Pisces is very, 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 very in emotions. Like they speak it, they live it, whatever they do, they wake up, they go to sleep, they eat, sleep, and breathe feelings, emotions, being in their heart, wearing it on their sleeves. But you're very attracted to that type of person because of how they do it. Like they make it very much so easy for you. If you're an air sign who has the ability to feel it and classify it, you want to know how they're able to just eat, sleep, and breathe and wake up and go to sleep in feelings and in emotion. It really does pull on you, and you're attracted to how that person does it. It could be any sign, but particularly a person who does have strong emotions in whatever it is that they do versus you who are able to strongly classify them. So if it is a dynamic with you wanting to be acquainted with someone, or someone wants to be acquainted with you, or it could just be anything that has to do with you falling into or speaking emotions and actually showing it and make it be tangible. The Nine of Pentacles speaks on you being very hesitant. The Four of Swords is kind of like you. The Four of Swords is going to clarify whatever this Nine of Cups is. And it goes hand in hand because now you see that, oh shoot, oh crap. This is what I'm gonna do. Like, this is what I'm falling into. The Ace of Cups speaks on how you're gonna be doing it, how you're gonna show up in this emotional or in this feeling dynamic. And the Nine of Cups is only speaking on like everything that it is, everything that it could be. Obviously you are heading towards it, or it's heading towards you, and it's something that you are fascinated about. The same way that, you know, this person right here is looking at the genie, and the genie has all the 9 cups, wish fulfillment. That's all feelings. That's just all feelings. You see the Pisces, or you see the emotion person, the person that has the feelings, and you're just like, wow, how do you do it? How do you, like, I only have the ability to just feel it for like 1 second, but I'm actually thinking, and I can think and classify, but you actually exude it, and it intrigues you, but it also kind of makes you very, very nervous because that's not who you are, but it's pulling on you, or you're pulling, or it's attracting you. Wow, I said a lot. Okay. What do I want to clarify first? Let's start with it. Why are you so attracted? What is attracting you to it? Or why are you attracted to it? Or why is it pulling on you? Did it just make sense just now? Why is it, or why are you moving towards it? Or why is it moving towards you? Sorry, I just kind of stumbled on myself. I don't know why. No, that's what it is. You're having issues putting something, your emotions are rising, so now you don't know how to speak. You usually know how to classify. You usually know how to speak what you're feeling, but something is just different for you now. You're moving differently. You're in the 9th mode, so you kind of have some type of knowledge. Let's just clarify. Shut up, Gio. What's the 9 of Cups? Why are you attracted to this feeling and emotion, or why is this feeling and emotion pulling on you? 9 of Cups. Nine of Swords. Because in some way, shape, or form, you can't figure out why you feel certain types of way, but not able to, well, that's what I was saying. You're not able to kind of like classify it. Like, you almost think your emotions all the time. You have to feel your emotions. 4 of Pentacles. Like you're in that mode of like, you're very practical and very much so logical in how it is that you feel. Whenever something happens, it's like you think you want to be angry. You think you want to be happy. You think you want to be sad, but you're not feeling it. You're not allowing the feeling to pass through the heart. You're letting it pass through your mind too much. So it's almost like when everybody else is in sad mode, here you go being happy, thinking that you should be happy, but it's not, it's off. Like it's just off. Well, that's kind of funny. It's always off. Like you always feel differently than everybody else. So it always puts you like in a 9 of Wands mode. It always puts you at the other end. Like whatever everyone else is feeling. I mean, obviously there are times where you don't have to feel what everybody else is feeling, but it's just something that's just different about you, Aquarius, that's like, you have to learn to feel the emotions a little bit more. You're too much in the head of it, or you too much think about it. But I guess it's attracting you, or you're heading towards it, or it's heading towards you because you want to be able to understand how it works. You're fascinated about it, or it's fascinated about you, so it's pulling on you and you're going towards it, or it's coming to you, only because you as a person that's what it is. You're now starting to feel and understand, and it intrigues you. But with the Knight of Pentacles, it's almost kind of like you're very slow and hesitant to do so. Ace of Swords. Let me get one more card. You're not really, that's not really your territory. Like, you don't really, so like I said, if it is a friendship, you know, you usually speak or deal or interact with people who are more logical or practical, and anybody who's more in, you know, feelings, you kind of shy away from, because, you know, it is kind of hard. Like, myself being a Cancer, like, I always feel like it's not because I want to, it just, that's how it is. Like, if you speak to anyone that keeps saying I feel or I feel, it's just like, shut up. But that's pretty much, that's how they are. And it doesn't even have to be a water sign. It could just be anyone who speaks more through feelings, or wears their feelings on their sleeves a little bit more. But for some reason, it attracts you. Now, the Devil being out here, it's kind of like, I want to choose my words carefully for this one. What's at the bottom of the deck? Ten of Swords. It's like, you're hesitant to do it because you continue want to be in logical and practical. But the reason as to why you're being pulled somewhere else is because the people that you are around are making you look bad. People that you continuously want to be around, either people that you are around or continuously want to be around, are going to make you look bad. As an Aquarian, you, like I said, you are the water bearer. You know how to deal with the emotions. If you are pissed off or angry or happy, you just know how to classify it. You know how to express it. Your expression with emotions are vastly better than any water sign out here. Okay, somebody could be the absolute king of cups, queen of cups. They're kind of not really, they're no match for how you're able to speak it and express it and write it down, or just, you are a water sign that just knows how to be that just logical. You are a water sign that knows how to be very much so logical about your emotions. You can vocabulary, you could put emotions in such a way that it's like, even a king or queen of cups could be like, yeah, that's exactly precisely how I feel. You just know how to put it in vocabulary. You just know how to express it. You know how to just, like the way that you know how to do it, Aquarius, is just whoa. You know how to go to the depths of the depths at the abyss. But it's almost kind of like, if you don't allow yourself to fall a little bit more into it, you're going to be looked at differently. Like, you're just going to be looked at differently. That's all that I can say. Like, you're just going to be going down a very toxic way of being. That's why I was saying, like, I don't want to use that example, but if everyone is feeling one certain way, that's kind of like the overall emotion or the overall feeling of a situation. Here you go being in a completely different emotion, and not because you just come out being toxic. That's all I can say. Like, if everyone, let's just say if everyone is sad about something, and that's kind of like the overall, I don't want to piss anyone off, so I'm not trying to use the 2 examples. I'm trying to find a third one, but just leave this short. If everyone is sad about something, here you go being extremely happy and vibrant, and that's not the time. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, that's not the time. So you are looked at as being very kind of like, okay, this person is a little toxic, or this person's a little like, people don't want to really deal with you because you're not showing the same emotions as everyone else. And it's not that you have to follow everyone. It's just whatever the main is, that's what it is for now, and it can't be anything else. But here you go being differently because you don't know how to feel. You don't know. It's almost kind of like you're coming off as like someone who just doesn't care. You're only being very, 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 very selfish about yourself. You don't care about everyone else's feelings or emotions or whatever it is that they're going through. My God, I'm talking too much right now. Okay, it's the Ace of Cups. Because the Ace of Cups is what you're having to kind of like come out and do. How are you needing to show up? Actually, no, we're going to go with the 4 of Swords. What is this that you're falling into? Is it a friendship? Is it a relationship? Is it like you speaking from the emotion, like a writing type of job? And you're more so kind of like in your head about it because this is different for you. But like I said, with the oh, okay, 2 of Cups. So it could be an acquaintance, someone that you're trying to acquaint yourself with, friendship. Get one more card for the 2 of Cups. It's like it's come to you, or you're being pulled to it, and you're just more so like, oh, this is gonna be different, and you're thinking about it. You're just like, you don't want to do it, but it's attracting you. You're intrigued, but it is gonna put you in a completely different place about yourself than you usually are. Those are 2 of Cups. So it is you and somebody else. It is you and another party. 10 of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the Lovers. So it's like you're wanting to help. Like I was saying earlier, you want to understand how someone is able to do what they're able to do. So it's like you want to help this person carry on whatever it is. Like, yes, 10 of Wands is speaking of a heavy load. Just them being at their wit, like their very final wit's end of something. But it's like you want to be able to understand. It's like this. If it is a friendship, right? You very, very much so understand this other person, because if it, like I was saying, the example before, if you want to be friends with the Pisces, you see how they roll, you see how they do, you see the emotions they feel, and you can understand they actually look very good in that emotion, in that feeling, but they're kind of, they're looked at, a little differently. Like, people don't really want to, it doesn't have to be Pisces, they just don't want to be dealt with. People are looking at them weird and differently, but you are attracted to that person. You want to be that person's friend because you completely understand them. And it's almost kind of like, in a way, shape, or form, you can help them slightly come out of that feeling and emotion just a little bit and help them kind of like classify it. But it's pulling on you, or you're pulled to it. Whatever the case may be, is just you want to be by that person's side because they can help you open yourself up and you can help them kind of close a little bit. Not that they need to, but it's almost kind of like that dynamic of like, this person could help me open up a little bit and I can help them kind of like classify it and feel it just a little bit different. But for you, so you want to be able to help them, but how are they going to help you with the Ace of Cups? What are they going to kind of like show you? You are going to be in your Ace of Cups, so you are going to be in emotions now. You are going to start feeling. You are going to start more so living. But what are they going to show you? Or not show you, what are you going to start doing? Almost kind of like, why do you want to start wearing your heart on your sleeve? Ace of Pentacles. Because it's going to help you become better as a person. Like, you won't look like the oddball. That's what I was trying to say. Like, you're going to look very kind of toxic. You're going to look very, if you continue being with practical and logical people, you're going to be looked at differently by the people who are in emotions. Like, they're going to just see you, they're going to just feel you, and they're just going to be like, no, I don't want to deal with this person. You're changing. It's calling you, and you're attracted to it. You want to be more grounded with your emotions. You want to be more in them, because it's like, I guess you do feel things, but you just don't know. You just don't know how to deal with it. That's all that it is. Somebody will be able to open you up, and you're able to kind of like help them off with their load. I kind of really hope that made sense, because I was just everywhere with it. I know what I wanted to say, but it's like my mind was just, it's like, you know how to feel, you know what it is that you want to say, but your mind starts wandering and moving in so many different ways. And so I'm hoping that the message kind of came out. I'll rewatch it just to see if it came out properly. If not, I'll remake this whole reading. But yeah, emotions are calling you. Or you're being led to go to emotions. But you won't be an emotional person. You'll just know how to very much so classify what you're feeling. You won't look toxic with it. You won't be so much in air sign to where you don't understand somebody. If somebody say they're depressed about something, you just look at them like, why? And not really take into consideration why and what's leading them to being depressed or being sad or being happy, whatever it is that they're, even if they're showing you love, you're just kind of looking at them like, why are you loving me? You just seem so out of it. You don't know how to feel, where to feel. So you'll just look kind of, you'll always look like the oddball. understand you and emotions don't go together, but you being the water bearer, you have the most capability of understanding feelings. That's what you're being called for some Aquarius out there. Coolio. You guys will be all right. Later.